accepting the things that you've gone through. You want to stand up for yourself. You want to voice your opinion. And yes, you can make people mad or make people against you because they want you to look a different way. They want you to conform to a different idea. But at the end of the day, it's about your life. It's about your happiness. It's about your joy. And if that girl or that guy doesn't like you for who you are or doesn't like you for what you're going through, they want to conform you to their like or their idea, then it's not going to work. And then you start standing up for yourself and voicing your opinion, and then they're like, "Why are you mad?" I'm like, "No, I'm not mad. I'm irritated." There's a difference where you're telling me that I need to trim my hair and my beard so you think I look attractive. Like, that's stupid. Like, if I don't look attractive than the way I am, then maybe you need to adjust your attraction meter in your head, because if you're only attracted to guys with clean shaven beards and short hair, then you're not going to be attracted to me. Then you're not going to value my idea, my opinion, my view. Because I finally got to a point where I'm allowed to grow my beard out and have long hair, because when I was younger, I wasn't able to because of my job. When you work at a fast food job and you're younger and you want to have a beard and you can't, and then you finally get to the point where you can grow your beard out and you can still have a job, that's freeing, because you're like, nobody cares if I have long hair. It doesn't jeopardize with my job, and I want to grow my beard out. I've been wanting to grow my beard out since I was a little kid, but I wasn't able to because of situations or lifestyle choices. So when you get to a point where you're satisfied with how you look, and if people want to judge you, and then the reason that you don't have a girlfriend or you have somebody at the moment is because they judge you because you look like a homeless guy or you look like a beggar or whatever, that's fine. Because at the end of the day, right now, I'm in a hard situation. And when I'm making millions of dollars and I still look the same way, and I drive a brand new Ferrari and all that stuff, it really won't fucking matter. Because honestly, people are stupid because they're going to tell you, oh, you need to look this way or you need to look that way. Okay. It's a process. Everything's a process. As you go through life and you're like, hey, this situation really sucks. I really hate this situation. But if I don't get out of this situation, then nothing's going to change. And I need to go through this situation because I can't be doing this. It's not working. But if I don't recognize that issue and realize that this is why this is the reason why I'm going through this situation, because I want the bigger outcome of a girl wants to be with you because you have short hair and no facial hair. Okay? Then go find that guy, but you won't find somebody like me because I'm generous and caring and soft-hearted and all that stuff. But when I know I'm right about something, I'm going to stand my ground. Like, I'm going to stand my ground on this is what I think. And if you don't like it, you want to block me, and then you don't want to talk to me afterwards, then fuck you. Like, seriously. Like, people need to start respecting other people because they have an idea of why they're doing the things they're doing. There's a reason why people go through the shit they go through, because God, source, universe, whatever the higher power you believe in, wants you to go through these challenges, these trials, these tribulations to stretch your character. To say, hey, can you handle being homeless? Can you handle living in your car? Because some people might get to that point where they're going to snap and then not want to exist anymore. I want to exist. I am going through a difficult time, but that difficult time is only going to make me more character driven, like more motivated, more driven on what I want. Because at the end of the day, who cares where you sleep? Who cares what car you drive? Who cares how much money you have? If you're happy within your inner peace of yourself, that's all that matters. If you're happy with your life, and majority of the time you're going to be happy, and majority of the time you're not going to be happy. But if you're in the most miserable, uncomfortable situation and you know it's going to get better, you know it's going to get easier, or the outcome, the outcome, that there's hope at the end of this outcome of you're going to get the house, or you're going to get an apartment, or you're going to get what you need, then it really fucking doesn't matter what you're going through. Like, straight up, like, yeah, you live in your car, you have a job, you're not where you want to be, you're not building your business, you're not married, you're not having children. So, but that's all processes. Like, you have to get to that point of, this is what I'm going through, this is how I've gotten through it. And yeah, there's times where I just want to dig a hole and lie in it. But if I dig a hole and lie in it, what's that going to accomplish? It's not going to accomplish anything. So when I get to a point where I know what I want and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there, and people are going to talk about me and talk for me and judge me and do all these things, and they're going to be like, "Oh, master, you can't do this," or, "Oh, master, you can't have 4 wives," or, "Oh, master, you can't have 200 children," whatever the situation is. They're going to tell you, oh, they can't do it. But if you look at why they tell you not to do it, it's because their perspective. So their perspective is, they don't want 4 wives. They don't want 4 husbands. They don't want 200 children. But if that's somebody's dream, and that's somebody, like, they've been yearning for that situation since they were like 15, 16, 17 years old, all they wanted was a family. They wanted to be loved. They wanted somebody to hold them. Like, this is going to sound a little vulnerable and a little bit like juvenile, but all you ever want is somebody to hold you and love you. Like, that is the whole meaning and purpose of life, is you want somebody to hold you. You want to be held, you want to be coddled, you want to be loved. And if you look at your life and you never got that stuff, you're going to crave it. And then you're going to strive for it in other people. And you have to find that within yourself. And you have to be okay with yourself. And if you're not okay with yourself, then being with another person is not going to work. And that's why you have to get to a point where you're so uncomfortable. You are so uncomfortable. You don't want to be in this situation. You don't want to go through this situation. You are so fucking miserable. That's when you're going to get growth. When you're going to decide on, I hate this so much, but I have to go through this experience because it's going to make me realize the experiences that I want, that I have. And that's what you got to go through. And you're like, huh. It's so interesting because you're in this time of life, you're in this situation where you're so fucking angry with what's going on, and you don't know the outcome of how to get out of it. But you can't do anything about it because the days are only going to go so fast. You can only do so much with your skill set. And a lot of your life is in other people's hands to a point. Like, your life is a waiting game. Like, you're going to wait for things. And then when you get the things, you might want it, you might not want it. You might decide on, hey, I don't want that anymore. You might go buy a brand new Ferrari, drive it for a day, be like, this is not what I want. Because I'm happy driving my Prius, or I'm happy driving my Honda. And realizing that perspective is everything. When you have a perspective on, yes, you don't like when people tell you things, and there's a reason why that is, and the woman is contradicting herself of, she loves you, but you have to look this certain way, then go find the pretty boy. Go find the guy that works out every day and looks good with no facial hair and he doesn't have long hair. He has no facial hair and no beard and no long hair. Go find him. But how do you know he's the person that you want to be with? because he could look really good on the outside and be completely empty on the inside. And that's what people don't understand, is looks are not everything. Looks fade. You want to find a person with a genuine personality and heart. You can find a woman that is genuine and she has a good heart and she's willing to stay by your side and she's willing to grow with you together and she likes the idea that you want. Like, what if you want to build a harem? What if you want to build a multi-billion-dollar business? What if you want to fly your own airplane? Like, you want to do all these ideas, but right now in the predicament that you're in, it seems impossible. But if you realize that Lord, Jesus, universe, God, whatever you want to call the higher entity above that's taking care of you, he's going to give you that stuff if you're willing to do what it takes to get there. And that's the point of being so uncomfortable that you just want to cry every day and you're so miserable. Like, miserable doesn't even cut it. You are so miserable and you want to do something better. You want to strive to that thing of you want to feel you arrived in the situation. But you have to, in the situation that you're in, you have to process it and you have to be like, I am so uncomfortable right now. But if I don't sit in this discomfort and feel what it feels like and realize that it's not going to be like this forever, it's not going to be like this for the rest of my life, it's going to be temporary, and you're okay with it, and people walk away from you and they get mad at you because of the words you use or the tone you use, and then they say that you disrespected them, but you're just protecting your boundaries and your belief system, then it really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, everybody that you talk to is a mirror image of yourself. So if they don't like you, back it up, they don't like themselves. And that's what it is you got to realize when somebody gets mad at you, they're only getting mad at themselves. And that's how you have to look at things, is realizing that sometimes life is so fucking miserable. Like, you are so fucking miserable. You can't get comfortable. You can't accept what's going on. And that's the most growth you're going to get, is you're going to realize, hey, I can do this.